Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Chats with Georgia. I hope you're safe and well. Today, I'm delighted to be catching up with my good friend Christina Lingham, who's the Executive Director, Conference and Fellow at Cambridge Health Tech Institute. And today, we are previewing the upcoming PEGS Summit, which is in Boston on May the 13th and 17th at a brand new venue this year at the Omni Boston Hotel at the Seaport. So we're going to learn more about the event and how this year's event is different to previous events as well. So Christina, first of all, it's lovely to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I always really enjoy talking with you, Rizwan.
Well, it's good to see you. Now, I know this may sound a bit silly because PEGS has been so well established for so many years, but for people who are not familiar with PEGS as an event, uh, what does PEGS stand for? Who does it target? And a quick overview of the history, really.
Oh, thank you. I'd love to talk about the history. The PEG Summit stands for Protein Engineering Summit. So it's a lot of protein and antibody engineering, and it brings together everyone from the benchtop scientists to the executives. So we're really excited to feature this meeting again this year. And the history is that I launched a phage display meeting back in 1999 in Harvard Square, and it really took off with a bang. And we added to it over the years. We added a track on recombinant antibodies and monoclonal antibodies, and it kind of evolved from there. So we've had our foot in the game, so to speak, for a long time. We're excited to see it grow.
Fantastic. Now, obviously, as you mentioned, it's been going for a long time, and the conference has evolved as time has progressed. So this year, putting the program together, what are some of the trends that you've seen appear that maybe haven't appeared previously or have grown this year in terms of importance?
Hmm. Well, one of the things growing in importance is T cell therapy. So our kickoff plenary keynote is Marcella Mouse, who's based in Boston at Harvard Medical School. She's going to be sharing the incredible story of their dramatic results of T cell therapy with patients with the deadly form of brain cancer. So PEGS Boston is really in the hub of a lot of biotech and a lot of research institutions. And this is our 20th year. And we're really excited to be now at the Omni Hotel. It's a beautiful facility. It's brand new. I think it opened during the pandemic, not ideal timing, but we're back in the Seaport. We were many years at the Seaport Hotel and World Trade Center, and they closed that, and it looks like the future of the Heinz is a bit uncertain. So
All
now
right.
we've got a new home,
All right. Well, that's
and we're
interesting because
really excited about it.
well, I have stayed at the Omni actually once, but but I've never known it. I didn't realize it was actually a conference venue as well. So it'll be quite interesting to see
Hmm.
what the layout is and what it looks like. Now let's talk about the tracks though. So as you said, it has expanded the conference in terms of the areas and topics it covers. So what are the tracks for this year's event and how broad are they? Oh,
Hmm. Well, you asked me about one of the trends, so I'll just go back to that question. We're seeing a lot of interest in talking about using AI and machine learning for biologic drug development. So that's a huge theme. Some of the tried and true are antibody drug conjugates. There's renewed interest. There's really exciting results with those. The multifunctional or bispecific, multispecific antibodies continues to grow. And antibodies for cancer therapy is a track I started several years ago, and that sort of cuts across all different modalities and oncology using antibodies. And that's a very exciting topic. We also cover emerging targets, not just in oncology. One thing I'm really excited about is the track that we have that focuses on specifically indications outside oncology, because PEGS, when you're talking about all of these modalities, a lot of the emphasis is on cancer. So
sure.
that covers autoimmune disease, diabetes, inflammation, infectious disease, etc. So that's a really good way to add some balance and make sure that we cover those topics outside oncology.
Brilliant. Oh, and you mentioned obviously one of your keynote speakers. So who are the other sort of key speakers? Now you've got many, many, so we can't cover them all. But what are some of the things that people should look out for?
So David Liu, also based in Harvard locally, is giving a plenary keynote on Tuesday. We've expanded the number of plenary sessions to 3 this year. So we have one Marcella Mouse on Monday, and following her plenary keynote is the Young Scientist keynote, Gabe Brocklin. That's going to be really exciting. We launched this Young Scientist keynote as a way to feature young scientists in the field who's really been accomplished at a young age. And it's a very competitive award with the applications are really stunning. It's very hard. It's very hard to choose a winner every year, but we do survey the community and we get their input. The very notable scientists elect prominent young scientists in their labs or at their companies. So that's something we're excited about. David Liu is giving the keynote on Tuesday, and then we have a plenary panel on Thursday for the third set of tracks on the future of antibody therapy. And so that will be more forward looking, but again, with some very prominent people in the field.
Brilliant. Now, apart from all the talks though, what else do you have running at the event to engage delegates?
That's a really good question. It's very important to us. We'll continue to expand it all the time. This year, in addition to 2 networking receptions at the end of the day, Monday and Wednesday, is also speed networking. It's run by yours truly and Marianne Brown. We've been working together since about 1993. And but the speed networking people absolutely love, and it's just a quick way to get introductions in the exhibit hall to a lot of people. We also have meetups, so specifically Young Scientist meetup as a way to follow up on that Young Scientist keynote, and we have a Woman in Science meetup. Both of those have a mentoring aspect, like helping young scientists get established, helping women scientists to get their career established. So the speed networking, the meetups, we have a third reception this year that we're launching, which will be off-site at MJ O'Connor's on Thursday night at 7 p.m. We hope people will join us for that.
Fantastic. And you've also got obviously a key aspect of the event. I know are posters as well, and you've got a big poster reception, if I remember correctly, looking at your program on Wednesday night.
We do. We have a lot of posters at the PEGS Summit, and they're in 3 sessions this year because there are so many of them. So the posters are really important to PEGS. We have 2 poster awards that we give out that are People's Choice Awards, and we ask the audience to help us choose the best poster. There's a lot going on at the event. Of course, there's the coffee breaks where people can mix and mingle. But we do try to facilitate the networking. And one really great way to do that that's around the topics are the breakout discussions.
Brilliant. Now, one question we'll ask you is obviously you've got a lot of content there and a lot of talks going on. Is the event available either live during the event, or is the content available on demand after the event?
Yes, both. So we do live stream it during the event, and I would say if not 100% of the content is available live stream, it's close to. It should be 100%. And then there's also the archives afterwards that people can access, even attendees who attend in person. Any talks that they missed or they want to revisit, they can go onto the virtual platform.
Well, I have to say, Christina, you are one of the last events who are still offering live content digitally. Because most other event organizers I speak to actually have now dropped it all and only make it available on demand, some of it after the event. So credit to you for still doing that. I mean, just out of interest, I mean, what is the take up? I don't know exact numbers, but do you get a lot of take up for the digital concurrent content for the events now? Do people still sign up virtually? Do you still got?
That's a great question. There's people that, because of circumstances, can't travel to the conference. It's not a large number. There's probably at any given event, especially at PEGS, 95 to 97% still in person. But there are those that can't travel to the event that really appreciate being able to dial in remotely.
Well, that's
So it is
fantastic.
something we're committed to. I would say, I think we're still live streaming at every event.
Well, as I said, that's unique from your point of view, I have to say, because most event organisers aren't doing that anymore. But that's great. Now, finally, you've given me a great overview, but there may be people sitting here still undecided on whether they should buy that ticket for PEGS and get on that plane or boat or car or whatever it may be to get there and book the hotel. So, final words: why should people be at PEGS 2024 in Boston in a couple of weeks' time?
It's a superb networking opportunity. It really is. I'm a content person. I put together a lot of the content at the meeting, and it's a little humbling to realize that why people are there is to rub elbows with the right people. But it's really what it comes down to. There's a lot of sideline meetings that happen. It's really the place to be. It's one of the largest events that CHI does. And people love it for that. It's very comprehensive. There's 20 tracks. There's a number of training seminars and short courses that go into topics in depth. But it's also, the attendee list is on the website. You can see who's there. It's a pretty extensive list.
Fantastic. Well, look, I'll leave you to get back to planning the event for 2 weeks' time. I'm sure you've got loads to do. So thank you for taking time out to talk to me. It's lovely to see you, and hopefully I'll see you in person in Boston.
Thank you. I hope so too.
I hope so. So there you go, viewers. If you are already signed up, well, just reassured you that why you should be there. If you haven't signed up yet, though, why haven't you? Check out the link above the video, learn more about the agenda, and sign up for PEGS if obviously you're in this space and you would like to learn more. So, Christina, once again, thank you for your time. I'll hope you see you in Boston.
Thank you, Rizwan. Hope to see you soon.
I hope to see you. And viewers, thank you for watching. Until next time, as always, stay well and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Thank you.